Yo boys, we back with another video. Today we're doing another Mage Rogue video. This time I am the mage yet again. We're facing Monk Priest. Now this we should usually always win. Any Priest Monk Rogue Mage should just destroy. We get double trinket and then we just win. Almost like 9 out of 10. Like if I had fully geared, it was rank 1 versus rank 1, it'd be like 9 out of 10 that Monk Priest would be like they wouldn't have a chance. They'd have like a 1% chance. It's just not possible if they're actually good. So here, what he's supposed to do is he needs to sap the priest, and then I DB the monk, but he does it a little too soon, so I can't get the DB. But it's not a big deal because it's 2k CR, so it's 12 hundo. So we bust here. We actually get double trinket PS. I try to blink, or I actually get the resheep, which is kind of good. This is when I need to start sheeping the monk. On his stun, you want to sheep him. So my guy just needs to instantly vanish. He just needs to vanish. We wait for DRs. He blinds, win the game. He's kind of trying to hold cooldowns when he doesn't need to. I shouldn't be kiting the way he's going, but since he's like going the way I need to go to LOS so I don't get spam purged, he kind of just like set me up for failure. So I actually get a double ring here, which is really good. So I instantly frost him for my legendary. I already procced it, so it didn't matter. I use my trinket on the side so it doesn't break the ring, and we do get a nice fresh double yante. Actually, a pretty easy dub. This guy actually tries to stand kill my rogue. He still has cloak. He has Kieran file. There's no way he's died. Just trinket thief here because the the monk's dead, so he can't do anything. And this was actually a pretty easy game. This is fast game when you get double trinket PS on the opener, which never should happen. It should be trinket port from the monk, and then the next go it should be healer's trinket, and then the third go you should win. That's if you had full gear and you're facing people that had I can't blame him because he's from Ragnaros. Lol. Ragnaros pillars, unfortunately. So for the next game here, we actually. So what I like to do is I don't like 1v1ing mages when I have challenger 1 gear. I actually got the challenger 2 gear today, so thank you, thank you. I'm actually just lining this guy the entire time. I don't know what the rogue is doing. The rogue should be sapping me, and my rogue needs to sap him so I can get in combat. Neither one of them did it. My rogue did it for the start, but he didn't do it again. So it was kind of just I was lining this guy for the whole time. I felt so bad for this mage because this rogue was just so clueless not to sap me. And he is human with no trinket. When you're facing another rogue mage as a human with a relentless, you always want to run trinket so you can trinket peel. You do not want to run relentless versus rogue mage. It's just really bad because you have to block the peel, and it's really bad to block the peel because that's your only cooldown. And as you can see, we're kind of just lining this guy the entire time. My rogue grabs the eyeballs trying to do a 5-head play. It ends up he does a 2 IQ play and it gets DB'd, and then he cheap shots me. I had blink for the kick, so I blink kick. I double DB his kidney. I basically bust on him after his cloak, so I'm going for the sheep. I sheep him, and I go for the resheep just in case he trinkets. He doesn't because obviously he doesn't have a trinket. Now we're going to do the rest of our bust on the mage, and we actually pump this guy. Like, we actually get caught. We get cauterized just by nothing. So I see the rogue, but nothing I can do about it at this time. I have my proc, so I'm gonna YOLO it. So I actually do get it. My guy needs to instantly either blind him or Kinney now. So he needs a Kinney. So he was actually it was a good Kinney because we got trinket. Now he needs to vanish. He needs to instantly vanish. He almost dies. This mage is almost one shot him from 50%, almost. If he got a little bit more of a crit, he would have instantly died. We would have lost right there. But I frost him. I take his bust. I'm trying to keep him in combat. He actually stuns me here. I think he should stun me. I think I block here. So I go for the blank for the shield. So I actually block instead. So not a bad play. My guy needs to sap the rogue off my bleed. That's why I said sap. Nothing we can do about it. So he gets another free re. And that's unfortunate, but I just go get the eyeball. Now, when I get the eyeball, I have a blink, so I can blink toward. Now, their rogue needs to sap me. If his rogue saps me, I have no outs. I can't get him out. Instead, the mage gets me in combat, and I blink the rogue out, and then my guy just needs a Kinney. I have bust coming up, but I don't think I get it in time. We'll see. I think the rogue might solo with me. So I go for the extra damage that I have. I try to kick. I think he fake has. No, I actually do get the kick off. So he cheaps me. I have bust coming up, so I get bust. I have bust now. And all we have to do is kind of just bust on him, and he's dead. There's nothing he can do. He's not running cheat death, so we take him out solo. Get a good old fresh W. Actually, a decent mage. They actually didn't play too bad. There was a few things that we did wrong, they did wrong, but at the end of the day, Challenger PMX gets the W. Like every day of the week. Now for the next game here, I think we're facing a Hunter Priest. We'll see. Come on, end the game. Let's go. I don't know why. There we go. About time. So Hunter Priest, what you usually want to do is you want to start the Priest with Bust, you want to get Pet Sack, and then you want to swap, you want to blind the Priest and then swap Hunter. Even if you do not get Pet Sack, you still have to blind swap or at least Sheep swap. I think I Sheep because he doesn't blind. We'll see what happens. But we win this game by, I don't know. I think I remember this game. We kind of, I don't know. We'll just watch together. So here, he's gonna open. He needs to open with a kidney so we can get. Now cheap is good, but he doesn't have. Oh, this guy actually trinkets. Okay, all right. I see how. Oh Lord, he PSs too. Trinket PS and uses his shield. Oh, so I see him that he's already gotten me from 100 to 60% in one hit. On very not nice. They're doing unhealable damage. I go for the sheep. I actually get the sheep, so we get a full sheep. He needs a kidney. Now the hunter. Oh my, look at this. Oh man. Oh. So he needs to blind the priest now, and then we can. Oh man, bro. Jesus. He needs to blind right now. But we get trinket without him having to do anything, so I said never mind. So we get double trinket in the opener, we get pet sack, and this is a beautiful game. So I block around the corner because the priest is too occupied trying to do damage. So I say blind off DR. What that means is he's going to blind the priest as soon as the kidney DR is off. All he has to do is live. He has every cooldown in the book. I pre-sheep him here. I'm going to trinket fear because he doesn't have a stun. So he needs a blind, and then we go. Blind the priest. Buddy. Please. Blind kidney. I use my trinket. I have a ranked one trinket, so it actually does damage. And I said it good because my guy done what I wouldn't have done, which you know, we get a nice good W. We're coaching out here for free. So here, I actually tell this guy a beautiful plan that I usually do. I run in there, I sap the DH, and I swap it. He does it beautifully. We win in the opener because this guy actually is insane. So I basically, I'm telling him what to do. So I'm like, yo, you're going to sprint in there, you're going to spam sap, you're going to sap the DH, you're going to swap it, and then I'm going to DB the DH as soon as he swaps the sap to the pre, so he can't pre up in the air, he can't pre darkness, none of that. So we're going to stealth that 3 seconds. We'll see what happens. We actually get a beautifully set up restun. He was really good with not spacing his stuns, so he did really good. I don't know, he was nervous, but as you can see, he actually had time to pre, but we're playing at 1400 XP, so we get a nice good. I don't even bust, and then he just dies because I might trinket. So yeah, he didn't click trinket. He forgot his trinket button was available, but we get a fresh dub. These guys actually played decent. They were actually, I mean, they're current glad, so this was actually like our first real game. So my guy, I thought he was just gonna sap. He turns out the cheap shot, and I'm too far, so I DB instead. So I see that I can't sheep him, so I'm just gonna run up and DB him. So if I came into stealth, it would have been really bad. So here I go for the sheep. I use my Frost Nova as soon as I get the sheep off. He needs the kidney now, so I triggered the incap because we obviously need damage on our go. So we get trinket. I could have went for the resheep, but he would have just faded it, so I instead just went for damage. Honestly, I wish he would have bombed it, because he probably would have died if he bombed it. So I'm trying to not, I don't know why he didn't fear. He just, like, doesn't click fear this entire game, I don't think. So I try to alter, or I should alter here in a second. I'm trying to steal his ward, and I don't alter, so it's too late to alter at this point in time. So it is going to be a block Yante. So I actually do a DB. He gets dispelled on the DB. Now I can, oh, he actually had a beautiful blind there. So we get call proc, we're gonna run like 500 miles an hour to get the block. So before the priest even realizes he's in a cheap shot, my guy vanishes. I'm in a full block. I'm trying to get HP. So I go for the sheep. I fake cast him. He gets an in cap. I'm trying to go for a sheep still. I go for the DB. I go for the sheep. My guy just needs a stun. He actually get pre-fades on his stun, but you know he's not bad enough to not restun. So I use my Frost Nova. I don't have my legendary up again. So instead of spell snowing, we G-Pie. So we sheep him on the cheap shot. We G-Pie. We could have used our trinket first, would have been really good. I used it last, which I should have used it before I cast the G-Pie, but it's kind of way overkill. So we get a nice old W. And for the last game here, ladies and gentlemen, this is actually a long game because we kind of screwed up and we just did a lot of things that were not, not good. So here in the opener, we're going to bust, get pet sec, we're going to blind swap. If we can, we're going to sheep swap. Now, I don't think he blinds. I see that he doesn't blind. I bust without casting so I don't get kicked. We get PS, so I go for the sheep. He doesn't know how to death yet. He's still learning that. He cheap shots my sheep off of him. I'm actually getting a lot of FPS here. I'm getting no FPS. So We actually get Turtle here because we get him low. So we get Trinket, Turtle, Pet Sack. Really good. So my guy just needs a Cloak Vanish. He doesn't need an Evasion. There's nothing to Evasion at this point. If you're gonna Vanish already, just Cloak Vanish. I don't know why am I my FPS. Are we buying FPS now? Do I need to buy FPS, please? So I'm just lining. I'll talk you through what's going on. So we're just lining, and my guy just needs a cheap shot to healer, and we can go. I was so, oh, you have no idea. I was like, bro, go. Please. Like in my head, I was like, dude, please cheap shot. Please. You have blind. You cheap shot. He trinkets my sheep. You blind. We win the game. He has no turtle. He has no trinket. So I get the pre-sheep. He needs two cheap shot. He cheap shots at the wrong time. Thankfully, I saw that he did, and I got it in time. Now I could have went for the resheep. I thought he was gonna blind instantly. Thankfully, he didn't. So he holds blind, which is really insane because obviously he pre-DB'd. So if he had blind, we would have lost the game because he would have died and I would have died. So I go for the sheep for him to get away. He's coming for the fear. I actually instead try to spell steal him. So he just needs to blind the priest, kidney shot. We have bust. We win the game. I could pre-sheep, but it's DR, so there's nothing to pre. This game just overkill. He has no pet sack. You're goodbye. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this game. If you did, let me know in the comments if you want to see more Mage next season. I'm going to try to hit 2100. I think it's pretty easy. I'm using Looking for Group, and I only have like 50 games played, and I'm already like 1950 already. So, we're pumping out games like it's out of nowhere. We also have some 2600 or 2700 and more Rogue Priest games coming out too. We're trying to get like 2550 on all the Rogues before the season ends, because why not? But, we're just trying to kill this guy. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you want to donate to the XVIC, make sure to check out my PayPal in the link or the description link. Also check out my membership, all that good stuff. But other than that, we're just going to finish off this game. Let me know what you want to see in the comments. Let me also know which classes you guys want me to play next expansion or season, because I'm probably still going to play DK and all that. I'm going to try to hit 2400. It was kind of too late when I started, but see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you have a good night or day. Peace, peace.